ladies and gentlemen, we have here Daniele Daboli from Black Box. Yeah, great.
Hello, hasta luego.
Hey, yeah.
Hola.
Hola, hola. So,
Oh, hasta luego is when you say goodbye, right?
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So you can say
Hola.
hola.
Buenos días.
Exactly. So it's a pleasure to see you guys. Maybe we're going to have another of the members of your band, but
yeah, our singer she's always late, so bear with us.
Great. But the most important is that you are the songwriter, the leader, the producer, the main head of all this project. So it's very interesting what you create. It's a beautiful art. I love what you did because it's a representation and a reflect of this wonderful manifestation of desires of the time of the 90s. Very nice music, very good rhythm. And well, what can you tell me about this inspiration? How did you, where it comes from, all this to your mind to create these beautiful songs?
Well, obviously I'm the DJ of the team, and Mirko Limoni and Valerio Semplici are fully trained musicians. So they play instruments. Valerio played the clarinet, saxophone, piano. Mirko played piano, guitar, bass, organ, you know. So they fully trained, classically fully trained. Valerio is also an orchestra director. I brought in the understanding of the market, the commerciality, but they already had the musicality. Obviously, I'm a musical myself because I was a singer in a band and so on. So always been writing anyway. But the catalyst of everything was house music. When house music arrived, it was a wave of energy, of new things, new inspiration. And after years and years of stagnation and always the same music. And so for us, it gave us the push to wanting to do something. And also because we didn't have money, we didn't have a studio. And we understood that house music could have been made at home with little. Because at the time in the 80s, you needed a big studio to record proper music. So the fashion gave us an opportunity and the courage to get involved, even though we didn't have a studio. So we went to Valerio's place. We put together all the instruments we had. We bought some secondhand equipment, which happened to be in fashion for very little money. So we start jamming and came up with a few ideas. And so we released a couple of records. First was Numero Uno, and then another record called Wood Allen, I put 89, purely house tracks. And then the third record was Right on Time.
Yeah.
Black Box, which was heavily sampled using Lolita Holloway soulful vocal, because obviously me being a DJ, I was always heavily influenced by Studio 54 in New York and all the disco music. I was a big fan of disco.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So that helped us without even realizing, without even knowing, to get into the right style, you see.
Yeah.
So our influence was disco, soul and disco.
I love it. I love disco music, and I'm glad you enjoy and you are influenced by 70s disco music, because it's one of the most wonderful music styles that there are for listening.
It still stand out today.
Yeah.
After 45 years.
Yeah. But the weird thing is that times are changing and many people doesn't do that kind of style. Hey, hello, Celestine.
I can't hear.
Hello, can you hear us?
Ah, I can hear you now.
Good.
Wow,
Hey,
great to
hi.
see you guys. You
She has
both are
arrived.
so great doing what you do. And it's a pleasure to see you here from Mexico. But it's similar that we are in one space and time at the moment because we are connected by this wonderful internet. So another applause for Celestine. Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah,
Thank you. Thank
The
you. It's
voice
so
and face of
good.
Black Box. Yay!
yeah. I was talking.
Oh, hey Dan. It's so lovely to see your
Thank
face.
you. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me introduce you, Danielle, to Celestine. So it's a pleasure, guys, to see you here. Um,
Thank you.
in Mexico, you have a lot of fans, you know. I remember when I was a teenager, I was listening to all this beautiful and wonderful music. When I remember all these styles, it reminds me when I was starting to meet about the world and the music and the women, you know, it was changing my hormones with women and with music. So it's wonderful to remind all these music styles. So who doesn't know this music, for example, or this another one?
Ow!
Ow.
Meow!
Yeah, meow is like a cat, no? It's beautiful. I can't believe what you did. So how do you feel in the new times, with this new time, with time are changing, music is changing? How do you feel, Celestine, with these new music styles? Do you like all this new music like reggaeton, or do you prefer the old music?
Oh gosh, what a question. I love all music. I think as long as it's got, for me, if it's a good song, it's a good song and it can transcend genres. And personally, because I love to dance. So anything that has a strong beat and a good rhythm and some nice chords and musicality to it, I'm there. So I love reggaeton. I love it completely, but it doesn't stop me from loving, music from the past. And it never will. So I'm open to all styles, just as long as it makes me feel good and I want to listen to it.
Yeah, because we
I
were
want to
talking
add so I
with
would like to add
Danielle.
something because the public may don't know, but Celestine, it's an animal with many faces and many styles.
Many
She is
stripes, yes.
360 degrees singer musician because she has her own jazz project, which
Yeah,
I
jazz
happened to
fusion.
go and see a couple of times. Amazing, all the classics and more. And she's also part of a very, very successful drum and bass band from Bristol,
That's
Wow.
and which we have to fight for her all the time because the agreement is whoever gets the gig before first gets Celestine. So sometimes
and
I
you're
call Celestine. Celestine, are you free to go to Mexico? Oh no, sorry, not that weekend. I'm out with the drum and bass people. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
I'm loyal, but you are also gracious.
Yes,
Black
she's
box is
very,
black
very
box is
much in
gracious.
demand. Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and so absolutely, as Dan said, I have my fingers in different musical pies, drum and bass with the Bristol based act called Dr. Mika, and then I have my own project which is a jazz, soul, funk, and West African, mainly West African, influenced fusion. So there's a lot of strings to my bow.
Yeah. Wow. I was talking with Daniele that he loves 70s music, like um, especially disco music.
Mhm.
And so I agree with that because it's one of my favorites of all time. Do you have, what is your main, what are your main influences in
Mm.
music, Celestine?
Well, my main influences would be Nina Simone.
Uh,
Um, yes, Nina
Spot
wow.
Simone.
on.
Marvin Gaye. So you can see that I'm influenced from, from that time. And it just doesn't stop me from, it doesn't matter what comes forth now. It doesn't matter all the new music that comes forth now. I can appreciate it, but it never takes me far from, those influences. So those are the biggest ones for me.
Yeah,
And
great. I
there are
love it.
so many. There are so many. It's unfair to even, you know, being put on the spot. Those two come to mind very strongly.
Wow, I love Marvin Gaye too. It's a
Yeah.
genius. So, and Daniela, what is your favorite artist
My
or band
my
at the moment?
strongest influence are, funny enough, Marvin Gaye
Ah,
and Jimi Hendrix, believe it or not.
Wow,
wow.
the
Wow.
master of the guitar.
Mm,
Yes, the master of blues.
Yeah, I
amazing.
love Little Wing and all these
I
beautiful
love
songs.
Little Wing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
these beautiful songs that he wrote. I think he was a genius. It was a shame that he passed away too early.
Young, yeah.
You guys also, what is the meaning for you guys of success and how it's achieved?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dan.
Well, the meaning of success is the result of hard work and luck as well, because you need luck. But you could be a very successful plumber. You could be a very successful engineer. You could be a very successful teacher. It's all about, it is the result of your hard work and commitment.
Mm.
Yeah. So it has to be with work, with hard, with what you love doing it, with work.
Correct.
And with little luck too. You believe in luck?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mhm.
Well, I have to say Black Box was 50% luck.
Wow.
At least. Yeah. Yes, because you put a record out 6 months too early or 6 months too late, it's not going to happen. So luck plays a big factor.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it what you say, because I believe in luck. It's something that I don't understand very well what luck is, because
well, people call it fate,
yeah,
destiny. I call it luck, but because it sums it all. But because it's purely accidental. I mean, you can pray as much as you like, but it may never happen to you. So you get touched by it, and you don't know when it's going to happen. You just have to keep trying, keep trying, keep trying, keep trying. If you give up, one thing's for sure, it's not going to happen.
So you believe that 50% it's the reality is your own creation, and the other 50% is the destiny
For
of,
us, yeah. For
yeah.
us, yeah. Yes.
Great.
I agree. I totally agree. Like all of the different parts of what you said, and it creates the success, and it's also what is success for you as an individual, isn't it, as well? There's that. But as opposed to society, what society deems as successful is like, do you feel that you've achieved, or do you feel happy with what you've achieved? But
Yeah.
I don't think I could add any more to what Dan said, because I feel that that was really perfect, and the commitment to your goal is key.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. And Celestine, you are a very beautiful woman. You are very pretty. You are beautiful.
Thank you.
I mean, also you look very smart, but also beautiful physically. I suppose that you have many followers, many men that are behind you, and maybe women too. I don't know. So
Well, when we go
You're
on tour, we make
making me
sure
blush.
we keep them away. Normally.
Yes, thank you. This flattery is lovely. I need this every day with a cup of coffee every morning.
This is your cake, right?
That's right. Although I have been limiting myself just a tad,
Okay.
because you know when we're on the road, and the thing is, I'm an absolute foodie, but what that really means for me is not, it's not just about my love of food, it's about the company that I'm with and who I'm sharing the experience of food with. And I miss you guys so much, and I
Oh,
miss
tell
that
me about it. We always have a good laugh. We always do. We
over
always do.
food.
We
And
sit
I
at the
think,
table and the party starts. Yeah.
yeah, 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 and that's more important to me than you know, in terms of um I guess really what I'm saying, the way to my heart is through music and food. Food maybe being topping that. So, but the amount of followers, I think I'm fairly low key. There's not that many.
Yeah. So you seem to be very, you have a good connection, you have a good relationship, because that's very important for working together. And I suppose that that's one of the best things in the world, to have good communication. Just, I don't know if being the best friends in the world, but that's very important. Do you feel that you have um, very good communication all the time between you guys?
Let's say we never had a miscommunication, or if we had a little one, we always cleared it up.
Yeah.
And I can only talk for myself. I have a lot of respect for Celestine, and I can feel she has a lot of respect for me too. So when you have respect for others, it always works out right, I think. And also
Absolutely.
the other people in the band, they also, you know, we are a group. When we are together, we always stick for each other's, and we have a good degree of respect. We do make fun of each other's as well. We joke, but we don't, you know, we never. I mean, I never got offended, and always been cherished. I feel like that, to be
Yeah.
honest.
I feel the
Wow.
same way.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
I love to hear that. Dan, I think you are a genius of the music. Black
What do you
Box, it's a great, great band, great music. What is your favorite song from Black Box?
Everybody, really.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I like that one too.
yeah,
Yeah.
and also fantasy, which is not our song. Is from Earth, Wind and Fire, and it's not an accident that it's on our album. Is because I discovered Earth, Wind and Fire on my first holiday abroad when I was 13, and someone played the album to me, and I thought, wow, what's this? And it was in my head ever since. And when we were recording the album, we were running out of songs. So Miko said, "Oh, Daniel, we don't have enough song for the album. How about a cover?" And I said, "Yeah, but it's not going to be a fast, energetic track. I have an idea. Let's do Fantasy. It's my favorite song in the world." And then he said, "Yeah, that seems like a good idea." And he came out in a day. And so, yeah, that's my true favorite, really.
Best idea.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for the idea. Yes.
Yeah.
And after all this COVID situation that happened in the world, that we never thought about it, are you touring? What are your new projects after all this situation?
Well, I cannot wait to get back on the road and to connect in person with all the fans and people that love the music and love it as much as we do. I just love playing for Black Box fans and audiences because they are just some of the warmest, craziest, fun-loving people I think I've ever had the pleasure of seeing in my life. And every experience, you know, it stays with you and it fuels you, and it just kind of makes you think, yes, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I love that. So I cannot wait to get back out on the road with each of the different projects, especially Black Box. I also have my own music that I'm releasing as well. So you know, that's exciting. That's very exciting.
Wow. Yeah, I suppose that it's a part of the energy of your life going to do these new shows. It's
Oh yeah.
hard, and I think it's one of the best things against anxiety and depression, because working is so wonderful for us, especially when we love, like you guys, when you love what you do, when you give happiness to the world. I know that you well, you play in different countries of Europe, but do you have plans to come to Mexico or Latin America?
Well, we had, but unfortunately, COVID happened.
Oh, oh my gosh, that was probably the one of the worst like moments was one of, you know. I know in the scale of things that were happening in the world, it may not come anywhere close to the top, but there was just this, you know, when you hear that you're going to get to visit a place and you're going to get to perform and meet new people, that for me is so exciting. And then
Yeah,
it was all kind of snatched away, you know, with COVID,
taken
with all
away.
taken away, with uh no vision of what's to come in the future. So for me, I would love, we would love to come back to Mexico or to visit Mexico, because you did go, didn't you, Dan?
I went just a month before for a
Right.
holiday,
Yeah.
but we meant to go like end of April,
Yeah.
and never happened because of COVID. Yeah.
Yeah. So fingers crossed. I mean, invite us.
Yeah, how much? I would like to come to Mexico City. And yeah, that will be great. Let's keep in touch about that. I like to do shows too. So that will
Lovely.
be great, guys. Let me tell you that it's one of my um, goals to do these new events too, because people are tired of COVID things and bad news. They really want to enjoy life, and enjoying part of the enjoy life, it's music. What could
Yeah.
we do without music, guys?
Oh my.
It's the only thing that keep us going, really. Yeah.
Yeah,
But there is something kind of reassuring, is that everyone is realizing that open air events in the summer are actually okay.
Yeah.
So obviously we will end up, if this keeps going on as it is, we're going to end up only playing in summer on open air events,
yeah.
which is okay. But
That's
yeah,
okay. We
yeah,
hibernate. We
yeah.
hibernate through the autumn, winter.
Or we can follow the summer around the world.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
right. I like that plan. Let's make it work.
And another question, guys. You are very smart in music, of course, but you are the kind of artist that you don't need to rehearsal, or you still have to rehearsal all the time, or be creative and doing new things. In what way you are resting a lot from music because you are very good at what you do, or you still have uh, to learn more or create more or rehearse more?
Well, if I could jump in quickly, we never rehearsed. We did at the beginning with Celestine because she joined us about 6 years ago. Was Sally?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 years ago. So at the beginning, we did rehearse a little bit, just so to get to know each other's and what to do on stage. But because we play regularly, we don't need to. But now it's been a year since we played last time, so I'm sure the next time we're gonna meet again, we're gonna do like a good get together, at least an hour, just
Yeah.
to get involved because we haven't played for a year
Yeah.
Wow.
together.
Um,
Yeah.
just two more questions. And one is, would you like to listen to your own songs, to your own music? Well, this is a weird question, but your own songs in another music style?
Mm.
Well, we did
Ah,
just release an album to celebrate the 30 years of Dreamland, the original album. We completely reorchestrated, re-recorded everything, and it was released at the beginning of May, and it's a complete different angle. It's more like chill because we thought everyone is at home listening to music on the sofa. So we made every track, with the exception of Right on Time and I Don't Know Anybody Else, which are disco. Everything else is a bit more chilled, very chilled. So if you want to listen to what it sounds, our music under a different angle, sorry, I'm going to have to turn that off.
yeah.
So I'm sorry about that. So then you have an idea of what we understood, what we wanted to create, seeing our music from a different angle.
Yeah. So I ask this because sometimes you can listen to, for example, Michael Jackson's song in chill out or bossa nova or different music style. So it's interesting sometimes to listen this kind of music or lyrics in another music style. Sometimes it's like you're listening to a new song.
Yeah.
Yes, it is,
Well,
literally.
well, we've done that, haven't we, Dan? In in some of our kind of dress rehearsals, being on stage, our sound checks. Sometimes we, before, whilst we're waiting for the rest of the crew to set up, because we've got some amazing musicians with us as well, we just jam, and we just jam until everyone's ready for us to go. And that's really nice. That's always really nice to kind of explore, the way that the guitarist is feeling and the way that I'm feeling today. And, and Dan will come in with his bits as well. And it's really cohesive. And so I think that in terms of changing the genres with the songs, that is great when it works.
Yeah. And one last question. What will be your advice for these new generations that would like to be like you or like another artist? What is their advice from you, from these new generations, new artists that would like to achieve something in music?
Oh, there's so much, but I would say do it for the love of the music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do
I
it for the
agree.
love of the music.
And give it 110%, because if you don't, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
You need to be committed, and you need to be aware that it may not going to happen straight away. But your love for music will be reflected in your career.
Yeah, and it will get you through. That love and the commitment, those are the key things, I believe.
Yeah, do it for love, for passion, and also I think it's important, a joy and good sense of humor, because otherwise we can enjoy life. If you are sad, you can reflect something positive. So it's very good to be in new perspective, a new reality of life, creating your dreams with like Dan says, with work and with a little luck too, or 50%, 50%, because I think this is part of the connection with your mind and the universe and people and music. Everything is connected. So
Yes.
I love you guys. I love that you have the time to share with us.
Thank you.
I really appreciate, and believe me, I hope you see you soon in Mexico, and we will try to see you here. It's a pleasure. And let me tell you something, this is the interview that I feel more comfortable and I enjoy the most, because I have done many interviews, but it's something special what I feel. I think you are very positive, guys. There.
Thank you.
Thank
That
you,
means
Arnold. Really
so
appreciate
much.
it.
Thank you. And the feeling is mutual also.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. And applause for Dan and Celestine. Yeah.
Hasta luego, Mexico.
Oh, and for you.
Hasta luego.
Thank
See
you.
you
Hasta
soon.
luego. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Arrivederci.
Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Ciao.